Hello, excuse me. Hello and welcome to the Casual Chef's Kitchen. I'm Chef Matthew. This is a first time doing a live prep here in the group. I'm making a dish from Singapore called Tau Yew Bak. Hope that's right. I have several ingredients. How am I going to do this? I don't know. All right, basically what I'm going to start off with, and switch cameras. Got some pork tenderloin. Love working with pork tenderloin. And we have light soy sauce and dark soy sauce. And what else we got? Oh yeah. Chinese 5-spice. This is my blend. Available online. And the white sugars are already done. I did go grocery shopping beforehand and pick up some shiitakes. These are nice looking shiitakes. And a couple carrots. Big one, little one. And I'm adding, because I have it left over and I don't need it, some red bell pepper. If you're not familiar, I pre-mince my garlic in batches. So we'll be spooning out some garlic. Some wonderful coriander. I just picked it up this morning while shopping. So yeah, let's get to it. I typically like to start, I like to start with things like seasonings, spices, herbs, dried herbs, liquid, small amounts of liquids. You just get them out of the way. So we're going to start with the Chinese 5-power. And for the Chinese 5-power, I only need a teaspoon. And I do measure, especially when I'm doing recipes like this. Usually I do kind of like a heaping teaspoon. Get that out of the way. Clean the spoon. And we're going to get into the soy sauces. If you can't find dark soy sauce, check your Asian markets. That's where you're going to find your dark soy sauce. I need a tablespoon and a half of each. Dark's a little thicker. And we'll get into the light. And like so. I'm done with those. Always keep your space clean. Okay, we're going to get into the shiitakes. I'm just going to dump them out on my board. And what I like to do with shiitakes, especially fresh ones, I just take the stems and just pinch them off. Like so. Oops, that one in half. And one of my favorite tools in the kitchen, bench scraper or go cutter. It's the same thing. Very handy. Everyone should have. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to quarter these. This blade that I'm working with is a Japanese blade. It's actually very different. This is an 8-inch French or Western style chef's knife. This is actually a Japanese blade, and this is a Japanese another type of chef's knife. It depends on your style. And I got one more. Actually, that one is broken in half. Easy peasy. Into a bowl. And the next item is going to do carrots. I'm an old-fashioned guy. I like the old potato peeler. Some like the wise, you know, some like to do it by hand. I can't understand people who do carrots by hand. You know what I mean? My mother peeled everything with a paring knife. It wasn't until I moved out on my own that I bought a potato peeler. It's old school, but it works. What I'm going to do is actually kind of make these into chunks. Technical term. The carrots are actually an option in this dish. It's to make the dish more substantial. And when you're cutting something that's round, which is most things in the kitchen, you kind of want to make sure you have a flat surface to work from, so that the flat surface is laying on the board, so it doesn't roll on you. That's kind of the beauty of using like a potato peeler or a Y peeler. Is they help flatten your product. No rhyme, no reason. That's the carrots. And now, red bell pepper. I like to cut them into strips. Now, if you notice, I'm using my knuckle as a guide. That's proper knife technique. But I'm sure all of you use proper knife technique. I'm just going to cut these in half. Yeah, I kind of bought an abundance of red peppers last week, so that's why I'm using these up. There's the red pepper. And now the garlic. Basically, this garlic, I get it, it's from Christopher Ranch. It comes in a 1-pound bag. They're whole, they're peeled. What I do is put it in the food processor with some extra virgin olive oil, and I mince it that way. Most of the garlic that you're using these days, you know, in your recipes are minced. So I just do it. And it's supposed to be a good portion of garlic. What do you think? Is that good enough? All right, there we go. And there's the garlic. And I'm back. All right. Good old coriander, AKA cilantro. I don't need a lot. This is a garnish for the dish. So what I'm just going to do is just rip off some cilantro. What I kind of do is I fold it. I'm using that knuckle again as a guide. Now, according to the recipe, this is supposed to be just a rough chop. So I'm just going to kind of run my blade through it a couple times and call it good. Obviously, I won't use all of this, so I will actually save it, at least for a day or two, in the cold box. There's the coriander. And the last thing I'm going to do I do this for, and I'm sure you do too, for sanitary purposes, I'm going to do my protein last. That way all the veggies and everything else is basically on a clean board. So I'll do my my pork tenderloin last. I'm switching blades. I'm actually switching over to my 8-inch chef. Again, this is pork tenderloin. I love working with pork tenderloin. I'm going to just cut it down the long side. And this is supposed to be kind of like chunks. So I'm just going to kind of cut it into 1-inch ish. I like that. I like that ish. Making easy work of this. Actually, get rid of that bowl. And there's the pork tenderloin. I'm gonna wash my paws real quick. Well, I hoped that was enjoyable. I tried to keep it going and dialogue going and try to keep it informative. But you're all pros at this. So, yeah. So, this is the Casual Chef. Happy Friday and have fun cooking.